So in today's mod, we have every MOAB class bloon that turns into Vortex, and the type of MOAB class bloon that spawns dictates what tier of Vortex we end up getting, or whether or not it's elite or normal. Some of you guys might remember when I did this mod with Bloon Areas. This time, the mod has finally been updated to include the new bosses, so shouts out to Emeralium for that. Now, let's begin. I should note that if you remember that episode, it ended up being very laggy because, well, with many MOAB class bloons spawning in the late rounds, and Bloon Areas spawning a billion bloons at once, it made it so that, of course, the game ran at like 3 FPS when there were 30 Bloon Areas on the screen. However, you would know that Lich and Vortex don't spawn any bloons, so luckily for us, we're not going to have much lag for this run. It's still going to be really difficult, though, of course, because we still have to do millions upon millions of HP, so Paragons are pretty much absolutely necessary in this run. That is why we're going to basically play this like a boss run, I guess. Because round 40 is basically a normal tier 1. We got tier 1 normal Vortex, 14k HP to deal with. The main difference here, though, is that the rounds don't keep on going when Vortex is spawned in the field, so you have to make sure you have enough money to just take down Vortex fair and square, because, you know, in normal bosses, you got 10 rounds of income to just save up, but you don't have that here. So yeah, this should be pretty interesting, because I'm wondering what would work best with Vortex's stun, and especially when we get to late game and there's so many Vortexes on the field, basically it's gonna get stuns everywhere, unless we somehow stave off every Bloon Areas and just, or every Vortex and have it not get anywhere past the entrance, then I guess there won't be a full map stun. But if it ever ends up being that Vortex does end up getting pretty far, well, we're gonna have an interesting problem on our hands. Now, I mentioned at the start of the video that the tier of Vortex, or the difficulty, whether it's normal or elite, is dependent on what MOAB class bloon spawns that round. So, for example, the MOAB is tier 1 normal, and for a BFB, it's tier 2 normal. Once we get to fortified bloons, that's basically elite. So if you turn a MOAB to a fortified MOAB, then that's tier 1 elite Vortex. Fortified BFB would be a tier 2 elite, all the way up to an FBAD, where we get a tier 5 elite. Luckily, this is normal 100 rounds, so we're not going to ever experience that. Thank goodness. But yeah, to continue, I think ZUMG is tier 3 and DT is tier 4, but I might be misremember. I guess we'll find out later on, but it makes sense if ZUMG is tier 3, because that spawns first before DT is. So I feel like it'd be weird if we had to deal with a tier 4 Vortex for tier 3. Forgive me for the crude farming, for I am speedrunning, but we've made it to round 40, and I don't want to spend all my defense. I'm just gonna curious if the normal stuff works, though, because again, it's only one Vortex. You think a Sticky Bomb would be enough? Well, certainly, because there's no bloons, so yeah, it's gonna be easier than Vortex or Bloon Areas starting off, because, well, without bloon spawns, we don't need to get boss damage and bloon damage, if you know what I mean. Obviously, it'll get stunned. And another thing to mention is I can't really tell how much HP is left, but you can tell damage phase. That's cool. You can see that Vortex has hit the 1/4 mark thanks to the stun there, but you can already tell by the visuals, which is good to know. So I'm curious if eventually we'll fall behind. Remember, there's 3 total stuns, so as long as we get the 3rd stun off before it exits, I think we're going to be able to pop it. And as I said, this is way easier than having to deal with the Bloon Areas mod. Now, oh wow, that's perfect. Literally the last Sticky killed Vortex. What can I say, guys? All calculated. Now, I guess I'll finally move on to somewhat meta farming methods. We'll do the Bloon Trap. Why not? And then, I think you want BRF, right? I think so. Gonna sell a couple of these marketplaces for it. There we go. So, seeing as how round 40 went, it's reassuring to know that one Sticky Bomb works, although I don't think it'll work for round 50, because there's going to be 2 Vortexes, and we'll likely hit the damage phase at different times, which means this will get stunned for a lot longer. So, let me see if there's anything spicy I want to do for this one. Maybe a global range shower, so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, also, I just realized, right, the slipstream, that's going to be a problem, guys, because, well, every bloon will be like as fast as the furthest Vortex. Although I guess on the bright side, it doesn't matter that much because it's not continuous rounds like normal bosses. So yeah, that only matters for the start of the round. Anyways, I added a fighter plane. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I guess I'll upgrade to ODS. But that's probably the way to go if I, well, stuns are the problems, right? The way the position right now makes it look like it's an extra long Vortex. Super long boy. Let's see how the damage is so far, though. I don't know about you, that's like less than halfway. Or about halfway. I think we'll do 2 stickies, right? Yeah. I'll put one here so that it can reach the entrance too. And sure, that's enough, right? I think we pop one of them, yeah. Okay, last one. I think this is the last damage phase. If not, we'll find out real soon. Nope, that's the end. Alright, cool. So we successfully dealt with 2 tier 1 vortexes, but, you know, it only gets harder from here. So we'll see how much more we need to add for late 50s, where we get up to, like, 5 vortexes, I think is around 58. Gee, I wonder if 2 stickies is enough to beat 3 vortexes. This time we're getting, very, very far. Okay, upgrades in ODS. I probably should have done that earlier, you know? But fast forwarding, and I think we make it. Oh yeah, we get stickies barely on the left side here. One more. We're out of sticky, so it's down to the, ODS. No idea how much damage is left, so we just gotta pray. Not a big deal, though, because, again, we can just restart last round. There's not really many stakes here if we lose a round. But there it is. Now, without being too overkill on the money here, what do you think is the best option for this round? 5 vortexes. I'm thinking probably, I don't know. Maybe not the best option for, like, multiple vortexes, but elite defender, guys. Let's do it. Friendly reminder that this shoots through the shield, so that's nice to know. Not that there's really a shield, because it's going to be targeting the first vortex. Also, this is, like, the longest vortex I've seen. So far, at least. But yeah, because it gets knocked back, I don't think the stun or the shield really matters. Like, the ability of being able to shoot through the shield, so not a good option for group rounds, but it'll be good for a tier 2 normal, round 60. That's for sure. And the funny thing about Vortex is that all of them are pretty much going to pop at once, because if we're doing damage to the first one the most times, then, well, yeah, because they get being pushed back, they're all going to basically have equal damage done to them. And here is tier 2, guys. How much HP does it have? I forget. It's like 60,000, right? Well, somewhere around the lines of that. Well, let's just fast forward and see. No, this is actually way easier because of the lack of multiple stuns. So those sticky bombs get massive damage in. So we're good for now. I think we ought to start going for group damage, though. But before then, let me go for Elite Sniper. I also just realized that time-based abilities are probably going to be insane because you make so much money from them because the rounds are so goddamn long. There's no way you're going to beat Vortex within, like, less than a minute, so we can get to 3 crates per round. Not to mention we get the boost of the Elite Defender too, but that's the least, or that's, like, the least benefit I'm going to get later on. And right, here is Elite Vortex, guys. There's 2 of them. Don't think this should be any harder than what we had to deal with for round 60, though. But let's just fast forward and see how far we end up getting if we need more. Looks like the Vortexes are dying first, the normal ones, and we got 2 Elites left. Come on. Keep in mind they have more, I guess, partitions to stun as well. Not to mention, this is not just exclusive to Elite Vortex, but the later tiers get more stun radius, so it is very important, guys, to, I guess, get, again, big range towers, so I'm thinking probably a MAD after this. It also just occurred to me how annoying the farming is going to be, because I realized that with a Vortex coming basically every round, I don't have time or, like, downtime to sell my farms, you know what I mean? I guess I should have trolled less and not gone for Elite Defender, probably just gone for a mana instantly, and then I wouldn't have to deal with this many Vortexes getting insanely far. Oh my god. I don't think we beat this. Well, actually, maybe there's a chance. There's only 3 Elite Vortexes left. We have to make sure they don't get stunned, though. And I guess bonus is that Elite Defender shoots faster when balloons are near the exit, so let's see. Nope, I think we popped them right here. Nice, okay. We gotta go for a MAD now, though. And then these balloons won't get as far. Alright, and I'm a bit short of a MAD this round, so I'm gonna start selling. So goodbye, ODS. You're not needed. It's time to pull the big stops, and eventually I'll get a Paragon. I probably should get one soon, at least by, I don't know. FBFB is gonna be tough with the Tier 2 Elite. That's around 79. But yeah, I'm hoping MAD should allow us to make it till there. Oh, I just realized that the shield has a deflection. Hopefully, well, I guess we just gotta make it target first so that it never deflects, right? Although, I don't know why, but it feels like to me that if the Vortexes are clumped enough, the shield will actually block every single Vortex, which is pretty broken if you ask me. But nonetheless, you see how much difference a MAD makes? They don't even get through the entrance. Thanks to all those knockbacks. Now, hopefully I farmed hard enough here, but let's get a bit in Essential now. Kind of late for around 72, but yeah. I was kind of trolling on my farming early game, so hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Because right now I only have 7 rounds to pretty much need to get Paragon, although I guess we can see if a MAD can work for, I don't know, until the 80s at least. Let's also get an overclock, so not only does it help with buffing the farm's income, but after the round stops making income, I can, well, buff the MAD to make it do even more damage. Big brain plays here, folks. Now, I was actually also thinking about going for an Ultra Boost, but I realized that I forgot that they made a change a while ago, or just recently, actually, where you can only overclock 3 times around, which is very sad. Honestly, Ultra Boost might still be worth it to buy, just because I have so much money on the field right now. And, I mean, 3 overclocks Ultra Boost around isn't nothing, right? Also, Rico Rainbow's here. Let me just make sure to not die. But I guess it's probably better to hold off, because I probably need a Paragon, like, next round. But I want to see if we can actually take down Tier 3 normal with just a MAD, overclock MAD. That's like, what, 200k HP? I could be forgetting, but I know it's a lot. Well, let's just see, guys. Here we go. If I can survive without it, we are gonna take it, because that means you can probably survive, how much longer? Let me just see, next tough round here. Well, we have more fortified BFBs, but you saw I dealt with that not too, shabby on round 79. So, you know what? Let's just get it now before I, you know, wait too long. I already lost a lot of money not buying it earlier, but oh well. But yeah, this is gonna pop so easy, holy crap. Normal is such a cakewalk, guys. The fact that it could be a tier 3 with just an overclock MAD, and I guess Elite Defender. Okay, round 81 here is actually looking really spooky, what the hell? I guess it has to do with them being so clumped, and the shield is actually working. But I think we finally beat the chain right about here. Yeah, they're all dying about the same time. Okay, so I'm probably thinking we should go for a Paragon at this point, but I can't quite afford the Ace Paragon, which would probably be the best thing since it has the information, just, you know, stick it in the top left corner or something like that. But I don't have enough money because, again, I didn't farm hard enough, so I think I'll just go for the Apex Plasmaster right about now. I think this spot doesn't get it stunned, hopefully, at least. I'm just gonna use it. Because, yeah, we gotta get something soon. For DDTs, that's a tier 4 normal Vortex, 750k HP. So there we go, degree 34, and, yeah, hopefully it does a bit better than the MAD. So far, so good, looks like it isn't getting stunned. I am scared, though, of higher, degree tiers of Vortex. At least for Elite Vortex, their stun range is a little bit bigger. So we gotta be careful for that. Although that's not really a big deal until round 97, because I think, yeah, that's when we finally see a tier 3 and tier 4 Elite Vortex. But yeah, we will be seeing a tier 5 normal at the very end. I think the hardest round would probably be like round 99, since that's 9 tier 4 elites. That actually has more HP than just one single tier 4 normal, or tier 5 normal. So yeah, hopefully by then we would have farmed up enough for an Ace Paragon. I bet I could just sold the rest away from there, so I won't be afraid to even sell my Dark Monkey for it. But right now, this thing's putting in work, man. So here are the first tier 4s that spawn, DDTs, and yeah, they don't even have a chance, guys. I guess in the meantime, we should just try to accrue as many pots as possible on that Ace Paragon, and hell, maybe even Paragon Totems, but I think the money is going to be a little bit too tight, so I think I'll just hold into the cash. Also, seems like round 92 is a hell of a round. I think there's like 50 fortified mobs, so we have basically 50 tier 1 elites to deal with. Which surprisingly is getting pretty far, because I would assume that the shield is, yeah, it's bouncing the balls back, as you see. It's basically knocking them back to the left side of the map, so I guess that's why we're not doing as much damage as we should be. But on the bright side, the less damage the Dark Paragon gets, the more damage the Aces can get, so that's my big brain play. Who needs Paragon Totems when you can just get raw pops and get a high degree ace that way? Like, for real, look at the amount of damage we have in the aces already. 1.2 for the big plane. That recent buff has come in huge for us. And, okay, 95 might be around that Dark Paragon may not be able to handle. Hopefully it does, though. But this is like 92 on steroids, because it also spawns a bunch of fortified MOABs, but on top of DDTs, 30 of them. And these are ranked higher than the ZMGs, as you know, so yeah. Crossing fingers, because I think if I need to go for the Ace Paragon this round, the money will be, like, barely there. Here's hoping once it starts attacking up here, it could possibly knock them back so that, you know, we can avoid the stun. And I think the good thing with having it shoot in front is that, because it keeps getting knocked back, the shield means, well, not all the projectiles will keep bouncing back. It'll at least be damaging the first balloon, if that makes any sense. However, it is getting closer and closer to the Dark Monkey, so I don't like this. Come on. Must do damage faster. Time to go fuck the MAD as well. If it gets done, it's basically a GG, a death sentence. I feel it's just a matter of time at this point, though. Yeah, once it turns here, it's over. Come on. Faster. It seems like we popped the backside already, so actually, maybe we have a chance still, even if it gets stunned. But I think we're gonna barely cling on here. Yeah, now we're starting to kill it instead of knocking it back, which is good. Alright, and we only have elites left. Okay, GG. Tough round, but luckily I think the next rounds aren't too bad. 97 might be. Fortified ZMG is tier 3 elite. Actually, round 97 isn't as bad as I thought, because there's only 2 of them. Even though they have high HP, there's no shield them all times to prevent the Dart Monkey from absolutely nuking them to oblivion. Don't sleep on 98 either. This round could be a tough one since there's 30 tier 2 elites and a bunch of tier 3 normals. Maybe let's just go for the ace now, because like I could go for it if I just sell every farm. Okay, good news, 98 doesn't seem that bad. Everything is just getting stuck at the front, so yeah. I think before the game ends, we should definitely at least go for the ace. So let's do that now. If possible, I'd love to be able to keep the Dart Monkey up, which I think I can. So sell this, and there it is. I'm not going to bother with dropping other aces for high degree, because I'm pretty sure 3.6 million pump should give us a solid amount anyways, right? What degree is it? 37, yeah, not bad. So let's go ahead and send to Wing Monkey, and let's blast off 99 to see how much damage this guy can rack up. Oh, also don't forget, very crucial to go for Cripple MOAB and the Super Brittle. Although that's gonna get stunned instantly, but whatever. So let's go ahead and line up that Carpet Bomb and see how much damage you can do right here. So starting at 5.8 and only 800k. I guess I expected more, but maybe the shield blocked a bit of the damage. Either way, again, we got 9 tier 4 elites and a bunch of tier 1 vortexes, which pretty much all die now. The faster they die, the better, so that there's less shields to block us. Here's another Carpet Bomb. How much does this do now? Oh, that did 4 million. Yeah, it was definitely the shield that was blocking us. That and Paragons have extra elite damage too, compared to normal bosses. And that was another 3 million damage spike. In one round, Ace Paragon got half the pops of the Dart Monkey up to this point. One last Carpet Bomb to clean up, hopefully. Okay, we don't need it. 99 done. And here it is, guys. If you can beat 99 again, tier 5 normal is such a cakewalk, so let's just go ahead and speedrun this. Don't even think the Vortex will have a chance to even turn the curve here, right? Yeah, nah. Final stretch, boys. GG easy. And with that, I hope you enjoyed the showcase, and wow. The Ace Paragon did end up stealing the Monkey Star from the Dart Monkey again in just 2 rounds. What can I say? The Ace Paragon is just meant for Vortex. Anyways, if you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button into oblivion. And stay tuned, maybe we'll do the Lich version of this next, since that's the last one. But until then, that is all. See you guys next time.